very contagious, and they say watch out with this. It's very kind of dangerous. I mean, I never blindly believed in news, but if you look at outside, this is the second day of Spring Festival in China, and it's dead silent. I'm with my girlfriend, and I don't usually walk outside like this. This is not the way I dress up at all. And today, just because of that, and I don't own a mask, I have one of these things. Just I need to put it on because it's been highly recommended that we have to put on the masks that they sell. Like the whole apartment is silent. Usually, I mean, right now, a city of Ningbo. Usually, the city is pretty silent when it comes to Spring Festival, because Chinese people, they all go out of this, out of the city. They go to their little hometowns. They travel. Families, culturally, they don't stay around here. Look around. There's literally no one right now. No one. Some people I see. Okay, I think some people don't even take this stuff serious that much. I'm just gonna quickly walk over around the apartment. Yesterday I did not move out of my apartment. I don't know what else to say. It's kind of unusual. Never happened like this before. And they say don't ever go outside. Obviously some people had to go outside. I mean, if you have some work, if you have something to do, now I need to buy some water, what am I going to do? But I'm checking all the places. Maybe except that grocery store is not going to be. Well, the gentleman who is working over there in the parking spot, he has to be there, apparently. So that's the situation. Let's see if that grocery store is open. I'm gonna ask if she has one of those masks. I don't think they do. Yeah. Do you have the mask? No, not a mask. Oh, okay. Anyways, the grocery store is open, so maybe I can buy some water. Yeah, I grabbed one of those. Actually, there's only 2 left. We don't know when they're gonna announce that all the buildings, operations, any other establishment out there in the city is going to be active. We don't know that yet. This is something extreme, apparently. I don't feel that scared. I think it's a temporary thing, but obviously you have to take your caution. You have to take whatever it's necessary for you to do. I'm not a type of person who's watching the news at all, but apparently this situation is really different than the usual. So that's pretty much about what's going on. So we're just aiming to go out together. Some people don't seem they just care about it so much. Well, because we are also in Ningbo, we are not in Wuhan. But according to authorities and the doctors, it's been said that it may cover all over China. I don't know if it's really that dangerous, but some people say it is. So it needs to be taking really good caution, like extreme protection is necessary. So we're going outside and to see how the city looks like and what's the situation. Ironically, we have 2 of these masks. I've seen quite an amount of examples over the news of what to do and how to take care of yourself, how to clean up your hands. And to give you a bit of an insight about coronavirus, it's coming from basically south central region. I think it's Wuhan city, and I'm not familiar with this area so much. I'm kind of still pretty much new in China. I've been here for just over a year and a half. So according to the news and the media, it's been said that the main problem caused that disease is seafood that comes over Wuhan, Wuhan's wet markets. And it's been extremely suggested by government authorities and doctors that, so they say avoid body-to-body contact, wash your hands every 15 minutes when you go out there, don't go anywhere near crowded areas. And as you see, the streets are empty, like they're almost forbidden. Well, for Chinese citizens, and according to some information that I find over WeChat, it's been said that it's Spring Festival, people all go outside of the city anyways. But this time it's a bit of an extreme example, because yesterday and the day before there was traffic, there was crazy traffic. People were aware of this virus and, you know, outbreaking news that just came out surprisingly, unexpectedly. Despite there was a lot of transportation going on. I think people were using trains and planes and all types of transportation to go their hometown whatsoever, and they seemed not to care about it. Basically, traditional Chinese people will not follow Western medicine for their own belief, for their own lifestyle, so they won't really pay great amount of attention for, you know, technically what's a virus, what's coming on, what can be big deal. So apparently it can cause symptoms like breathing and losing breath, can be lost consciousness. According to news, it's been reported that there's 41 people dead. In our city, it's been kind of like silent and more slow, and some of my Chinese friends told me to not to worry too much, just stay home and don't panic. And ever since we are not in this Wuhan area where the whole illness is rooted, it's coming from, yes, we're not so much worried about it. But then just because it's right now, it's Spring Festival and people really care about, you know, it's a Chinese New Year, it's a big thing for China, so the people care about their health or problems, or do they care about their traditional side most of the time? For Chinese New Year, it's Year of the Rat. There are more traditional beliefs based on that, and, you know, they care about those things where they meet their family and they enjoy. Obviously they have right to do that, but on the other side, on the flip side, do they really care about disease can cause, what kind of effect it can bring it out? I think I talked enough. Here's the area right now, outside. There are some cars, as you see. It's rainy, it's dark. It feels like we are in a shortage of a dark age. It exactly feels like that. Just yesterday it was all fireworks all through the night around the city, around my area. It was visible from all around, and it was pretty loud. And now it's just all of a sudden everything just went down, and here's the situation. For us, it's not bad actually. For where I'm coming from, we just where we're coming from, all the way down to the downtown, it's been kind of more silent there. Right now it's more alive over here, as you see. So I don't think many people worried about that, other than just we use these masks. You see cars, you don't see any people, right? There's no one. So this is a little unusual. Yeah, I will say it's a little bit unusual for sure. So that's pretty much it for what's going on.
Coronavirus symptoms include a runny nose, cough, sore throat, headache, possibly fever, which can last for several days. For those with a weakened immune system, there's a chance the virus could cause a much more serious respiratory tract illness like pneumonia or bronchitis.
Health officials now believe the Wuhan coronavirus can be transmitted from one person to another. Face masks are spiking in demand, so much so that a search through Chinese online retailers shows some stores are running low and several more are sold out.